Yep.
That's great.
It's a small thing to make such a big sound, isn't
Right?
it?
It sounds like a freight train. Hey, I'm John Bolger with Premier Guitar. I'm with Jerry Douglas in his studio in Nashville. Jerry Douglas is you're probably the most recorded dobro lap steel player in history. I mean,
Possible, I guess. I mean, I'm not counting. Somebody's keeping track of this.
yeah.
Somebody's keeping track of this stuff, but it's not me.
Well, and 14 Grammys, right?
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
that adds up.
Yeah.
That's
it's I want to melt them down and make one big one. Put it out in the front yard.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That's a lie.
Well, great. Well, thanks for having us in your studio, man. What a treat.
Fun. Welcome to the squirrel nest. That's what it is. Really? What we call it, the squirrel nest.
That's fitting. I get it.
It's got a big old weather vane on top of the building, and it's a squirrel. It's not a rooster or anything like that. It's a squirrel.
Oh, that's great.
And it was there when I moved here, and I actually watched them build this garage.
Oh, really?
Because I lived down the road, and I came home one day off the road, and my wife and daughters said, this house is too small, and the one up the road is for sale. You should buy it. So
that was it.
They live in it more than I do. So
right, you're here.
They live here. So
yeah.
I said the only thing is I have to have that attic up over the garage.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyway.
Why would you ever leave?
So I just filled it up with dobros and recording equipment and a few other things, and we're ready to go.
Yeah. Speaking of dobros and recording equipment, let's start with this guy right here.
This guy, this is a Lap King guitar made by a friend of mine, Jim Dumont, up in Connecticut, and he's been making me guitars, lap steel guitars, for 15 years now.
Wow. So back in the day, you used to play like old Ricks and
yeah,
all that variety.
I've got a pile of Gibsons and Nationals and Ricks and Oahu's and things like that sound great. I mean, they sound great for what they do. They're exactly what you need. But this is more of a hybrid of all of those things.
Right.
So it's and it's got the old Supro pickup back here and a foil pickup up here. They're both Lawler pickups. Great. And we've got this gizmo back here. Now
yeah, let's hear about that.
This is so it changes. I'm in D tuning right now, and I can, if I throw this forward, I go to my regular dobro kind of G tuning.
Wow. So how close is it with just hitting it like that? Are you?
Oh, it goes dead on. Yeah, it's like it never lets me down. I mean, if you change, it depends on your string age, right? If you put strings on, they're still stretching and everything. Well, this thing is really going to stretch them out. I mean, especially so I put them on and put them on in the D position, and then while I'm stretching them, I leave it in the G.
Huh.
And I haven't played this for a little while, so it may be a little wonky, but it's great. It has a roller nut up here that makes all of that possible because you're just rolling over raw metal back here, but there's a lot of friction if you just use a regular bridge up here.
Yeah.
So those rollers, like a pedal steel, everything comes back.
Oh, that's great.
But it's great for me because I only have to carry one lap steel.
Right.
I play predominantly out of a G tuning or a D tuning. Most of my material, so it makes it easier. And I also have one on the dobro too, so it cuts down the, it's taking space, for flying or buses, anything.
And a quick change on songs, you're just immediately there.
In the middle of your solo, you can go to the other tuning.
Oh God, that's great.
Yeah. So, and I've done that. It'll scramble your brain when you're first learning how to go back and forth, but it works out pretty good.
Yeah, I bet. So looks like a maple top.
Yep.
And
maple
Is it
top, and
mahogany body?
it's mahogany body and neck, and but a little veneer up here, and just beautiful work. This guy does great work.
Yeah.
I've got them in different colors, but this is the only one I have with the hip shot on it. So this does the work.